Legal marijuana in Colorado.
Of legal marijuana sales in Colorado. Take a look at this crowd in Denver, braving the snow to wait for their turn to step inside and buy weed right out in the open, just like alcohol. Buyers started lining up about an hour before the first pot shops opened. As you can see in this picture, our Casey Wyan tweeted out this morning. And it's the first one, or the first one, stepped up at the counter shortly after 8 a.m. He paid $60 for an eighth of an ounce of pot.
$60 an eighth.
Infused truffle. Interesting. CNN's Casey Wines watching the comings and goings in the most ambitious marijuana social experiment on record. So I guess, how's it going, Casey?
Well, it's really busy here, Martin. We're at Evergreen Apothecary in Denver. And you mentioned alcohol. You know, we're all familiar, at least I'm familiar with the term bartender. I learned a new word today. These are bud tenders here. They are helping customers decide which strain of marijuana to buy. There's different effects, different smells, different strains. And so they're here as kind of consultants helping these customers, many of whom are coming here and saying they actually need an education as to what kind of marijuana they should buy, what form of marijuana they should buy. Now, we've got a camera outside, and we can just give you a sense of the line. I mean, it's a little bit after 1 o'clock local time. This business opened at 8 o'clock.
People everywhere for the legal marijuana.
Dozens and dozens of people lined up outside. The business is handing out numbers. Take a number, wait in line. They've handed
Denver,
out
Colorado.
700 numbers so far, and they've serviced about 200 people. So we don't know if they're going to be able to get through all of those people before the business shuts down for the day, but they're going to be busy again tomorrow. There were concerns about supply because of all the anticipated demand. The business owners say they've got enough supply to get through the foreseeable future. If you do come here and want to buy marijuana, it's not cheap. $50 for an eighth of an ounce. Colorado residents can buy
$50 an
1
eighth.
ounce. Out-of-state residents can buy a quarter of an ounce. Very, very big day. Very, very big turnout here, Martin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you can only buy a quarter.
I'm not a big pot fan, but I do find this whole thing fascinating. Last hour you mentioned the use of coupons, which was just really surprising. And now I'm wondering, is it possible, like other stores, they give out maybe free samples?
No one's giving out free samples, and my understanding of the law in Colorado,
nothing's free.
You can't do that. There are several things you can't do. Obviously, you can't drive under the influence of marijuana. You can't give it to someone else or resell it to someone else. You can't take it across state lines. So there are some regulations and restrictions, and of course, you have to be over the age of 21.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're going to talk a bit more about the regulation.
Got to be over 21 too. No youngins.
Selling pot in Colorado is hardly a free-for-all. There is a lot of oversight. Denver even has a pot czar, and she is with us, joining us on the telephone. Ashley Kilroy is the city's executive director of marijuana policy. So thank you for being with us. Happy New Year. And let me ask you, how is the first day going from your perspective?
Well, the
Legal.
first day has gone very smoothly. We're very pleased with that. We had a number of individuals in mind, all acting respectfully and responsibly, and moving through those lines. And also, from what we've been able to see, people are respecting the law that this law prohibits open and public consumption.
Mm-hmm. When it comes to this law, what's your biggest challenge?
Well, right now, what we've been focused on in the last couple of months is moving towards this day, moving towards opening.
That's it. We're in Colorado.